Ladies and gentlemen, very excited tonight. My first guest is the weatherman at the Today Show. He's also the author of this brand new book, Don't Make Me Stop This Car. Please welcome, he truly is beloved, Al Roker.
Got a little nervous when I saw Max run over there for a second.
He likes all types.
My, oh my.
I'm proud of you.
Well, thank you.
You went and you wrote, you've got a book out.
Yes, I do.
Right now.
Yes.
Nice. Don't make me stop this car.
That's right.
That's very nice. And then I noticed on the back, I turn it over, quotes from all your best friends.
Yeah.
About the book. Rosie O'Donnell, Matt Lauer,
yeah.
Whoopi Goldberg, Regis Philbin, Dr. Joyce Brothers.
Right.
No Conan O'Brien. You've been on the show, I think, 68 times. Right. I mow your lawn. The first 2 years that I was at NBC, I mowed this guy's lawn.
You did.
Part of the contract.
Right.
And then there's no room for Conan in there. What the hell?
Well,
listen to this Regis quote. Yes, I heard my father say this line many times. I was scared then, but Al Roker's book made this trip so much fun, I want to read it again and again. Regis Philbin.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you think... That's my Regis Philbin. It's also my Jimmy Cagney.
I was going to say, you're George Raft.
You Jody Raft? I'm Regis Philbin. Do you really think that Regis Philbin read this book again and again?
He's a lonely man. Besides the millionaire thing, what does he really have going?
Yeah, it's sad.
You know?
It's sad.
Yeah.
I didn't tell
the amazing thing, I turned on the show and I saw them booing you.
Yeah. So what else is here, my friend?
I couldn't believe it. Why are they booing Conan?
They only do two things. They murmur like a jury in a Western and boo occasionally.
I didn't get... It's almost like Blazing Saddles. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Well, what does... I'm really not heard about the quote. I'm sure you called and I was unavailable.
Yeah, exactly. Well, as you said, it was best friends. And, no, just a second. But if it was super, really great best friends...
You're the best. You saved it. You insincere bastard. Now, tell us about the title.
Well, Don't Make Me Stop This Car. How many kids were in your family?
There were 6 of us.
Okay, 6 in my family. Now, my father used to drive a New York City bus. This was back when they actually had to make change, okay?
Right.
So, by the end of the day, a little surly, all right?
Right.
And we used to all pile into the 1967 Ford Country Squire station wagon. You remember those? The size of a bus with fake wood on the side. Okay?
Right.
Now, my dad's got all these kids in the back, and we're acting up, and finally he says, I swear, don't make me stop this car! And I'm thinking, when I'm an adult, I'm never saying this.
Right.
I'm going to be a cool dad.
Right.
Well, then about 5 years ago, Courtney's acting up with her cousins in the back of the truck, and all of a sudden I hear this disembodied voice saying, don't make me stop this car. I mean, don't make me. And I'm thinking, oh my God, I've become my father.
You know what was scary for me is that when I was growing up, my dad used to drive this 1970 Pontiac, and all 6 of us were in the back seat.
Right.
And we were horrible kids. So we'd all be like, ah! And my dad would get mad, and he'd say, don't make me stop this car, but we'd keep going. And then he'd be driving, and he'd try and get us.
Yes.
And what's so cool about it is that, what was so funny about it is it was this claw.
Right.
Like, and you'd be like, whoa!
We're back there. Whoa! You used to press up against the window like the Garfields and the minivans.
So what we started doing is making we got like a mannequin leg, and he'd get that.
Oh, yeah.
I got you now!
Whoa! What my dad used to do, he'd make a hard left turn, and we'd come sliding across the chip, and he'd catch us on the way over.
Right.
Bam! Well, but
stuff you can't do anymore.
Exactly.
It's not PC.
That's exactly. You can't spank your kid because kids today have the child abuse hotline on speed dial.
Right.
So
today, today it's time out.
Exactly. See, the only time out we got in my family was if my father couldn't find the belt. Okay. Look, it wasn't like we got spanked all the time, but every now and then, he'd get that belt off, make that whip cracking noise like Indiana Jones. He'd go, oh, and we just pee on ourselves. You know? It's just, which upset my mom since she did the laundry.
That's,
you know? It was wrong. Remember the stupid sayings your parents, which I talk about in the book, you know, like the thing my dad used to say if you're crying, he goes, "You want something to cry for? I'll give you something to cry for." And I'm thinking, wait, no, I'm already crying. Yeah. See, you're missing the whole point.
Yeah.
I'm crying now. I don't need more.
Yeah. He said, "I'll tell you what to really cry about."
Yeah.
And then he'd put in Dr. Zhivago and make you watch it.
Oh. or Hudson Hawk.
Yeah. All right. Well, you talk about something in the book that's very personal.
Yes.
Your love affair with Matt Lauer. And
yeah,
from the time I first saw him, I knew he was the one. Those chiseled good looks. Please, Matt, please. No, you talk about something very personal.
America's first TV family.
Ratings will go through the roof. They'll be bigger.
Yeah.
You guys
kind of like right after the Tiger Woods show gets canceled.
Yeah, right. They'll slip you right in. You know, you talk about something. You talk about that you and your wife used fertility drugs.
Right. My wife, Deborah Roberts, from ABC's 2020.
Mm-hmm. Nice plug.
Thank you very much. If I don't get it in there, she kills me.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
So I got to get that in. But yeah, we used this, and you had to take this one drug. It was like this high-test drug. But an interesting thing about this, then my doctor told, our fertility doctor told us.
This is true. This isn't a joke.
True. This is not a joke. It's a drug called Pergonal. Pergonal is made by a drug company that is a wholly owned subsidiary of the Vatican. True story.
Right.
Because it's got a hormone, FHS, that is derived from the urine of menopausal nuns that live on the Vatican grounds.
And they've turned this into a company.
Into a company.
It's owned by the Vatican.
Absolutely.
This is amazing.
And it's very expensive. And I'm thinking it might have been cheaper for us just to adopt a nun. You know?
Yeah.
Hey, Sister Patril in the cup, okay? Put it onto the lamp. Here you go.
Sister Patril, is that from the Flying Nun?
Flying Nun?
Oh,
very good.
Oh, wait, no, you don't want to. Wait a minute. I don't want to get a high five for knowing the name Sister Patril.
Come on.
I want to get a high five for hitting a home run in the 9th inning and saving the day, not Sister Patril. Thanks, guys. Oh, you did it.
And which do you think the odds are of happening?
Sister Patril.
There you go.
You had to do that, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Now, before...
Matt Lauer is my lover. Indeed.
All we're going to do is take the clip of you saying we're going to lose the indeed.
That's right.
And it's going to be on the news tonight.
Matt Lauer is Conan's lover.
Too late.
Darn.
Now, before we go, I do have to ask you about the Today Show. They made this.
We're going? You're ending the show now?
No, you're going. I'm staying.
So then let's get it right before I go.
Yeah, before I kick you from the show.
Before you get me out of here.
I could press a button now and it slides. Yeah. People don't see you wave and smile going out to commercial. The minute we go to commercial,
wow.
You're ejected onto 6th Avenue. And you drop right in front of your own Today Show window.
That's right. Boom. Bus runs over me.
You guys announced that you're adding a 3rd hour
to the Today Show. Yeah, starting in the fall.
Wow.
From 7, the show will go from 7 to 10 a.m.
Are you guys going to play cards for that 3rd hour? What are you going to do? Whittle? You know?
Canasta. Mahjong.
That'll be good TV.
It was funny though because the Access Hollywood went to Regis Philbin because we're going to be up against Regis in a lot of places, and asked him what he thought about this. He goes, "Well, I think I can take Matt Lauer. I know I can take Katie Couric. I'm a little worried about Al Roker."
Right.
Well, I'm here to tell you, Regis, I'm going to drop you like a bag of dirt. All
right, that's nice. Don't make me...
No, show the cover.
I'll show... Oh, yeah,
show the cover.
So afraid that not enough people will buy it.
Exactly.
I'm going to wear this for the rest of the show.
Now you're talking.
Don't Make Me Stop This Car by Al Roker is out there right now. Go and I'll be walking around like this around New York.
You're the man.
I'm the man.
You're the best.
Al Roker, everybody. Give him a hand.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks for coming out. It's always good. Cherry O'Terry from Saturday Night Live coming up. We'll be right back.